I got a new little toy from the jungle site. And of course, the description already tells you what it is. It's more power tools for my generic 20 volt DeWalt clone battery packs. So somebody in the land of China has copied the sled mount, and now they make their own tools. And this one is a cordless dust blower. I thought it was cool, and I think it'll come in very handy for a lot of things. So, in the top of the box, we have our destruction manual. Cordless dust blower. Battery not included. Thank you for purchasing the cordless oscillating tool. Good job, China. Brilliant. So, we have our little tool here. And this is the Mellif. I guess that's how the company is pronounced, Mellif. Air blower cordless. DC 18/20 volts. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, it looks like DeWalt. It's yellow and black. It's got a... put your battery in here. You got your safety triggers. So you gotta unlock it. And then we got squeeze the trigger. It appears to be just on and off, no variable. And then it looks like we have a trigger lock. Sure do. That's cool. So, kind of a little fumbly, but it's in the midst of safety. And then it looks like on the bottom here we have a button here for high, medium, low. That's pretty cool. And we got a little LED light in case you need to see what you're going to blow away. And on the back of this thing has a little filter to keep your the big chunks out of it going through it and stuff like that. So that looks like it's a twist to release. And then we have our little foam block that we can pick out of there. There's actually two of them in there. Two little foam filters. They kind of look like somebody's fume extractor filters. And they're washable and all that other good stuff, but will the tool last that long to wash the filters out? Who knows? So we'll put our little guard in here and lock that back on. And what else do we get in the box? So just basic instructions, how to service the filter, how to change the nozzles, the trigger lock, blah blah blah. So, and then let's see, 2 1/4 pages of how to use the tool, and then the rest of it is all safety instructions and all that other good stuff. And then we got some accessories. We all like the accessories. Looks like we got an extension piece for remote operation, or stick it in something. Maybe a duct or a pipe to blow it clear. So we'll stick that somewhere over there. Let's see. Then we got this is also a inflator and deflator. So if you got them inflatables with that big port that you plug into, you can air it up and then de-air it. So looks like all we got to do is just stick it in there somehow. There must be another piece. Okay. We'll get this box out of the way, and then we got the rest of the bits. Various different size nozzles. So we got this duckbill type nozzle for broad blowing, and we got various different size nozzles. So we got a whatever that is. That's interesting. So we got small, medium, and jumbo type nozzles, and then the broad nozzles. And I'm still trying to figure out this little contraption. Must be the extension piece. So this one does deflate, so you got to take your little grill guard out of here to stick that in there, because that just plugs in here. It's a twist the lock, and then you can attach this to your inflatable and deflate it. And then I have no idea how you attach it to inflate it. Of course, the instructions don't really say how to do it. But we will come to that road when we get to it again. Might have to do a little loopy round. So the rest of the nozzles appear to just twist and lock like such, and it's so they don't blow off and stuff like that. Twist and lock, pretty straightforward. Pretty cool. And on each piece it shows you how to unlock it. So you got to push and twist counterclockwise if you got it in your left hand, and then away from you to lock it in the other hand. You know what I mean. It's pretty straightforward. So let's put a battery in it and see what it does. See how much racket it makes. So we got to do the cord lock and all that good stuff. Wow, that's a powerhouse. Wow. That is amazing. Let's try this nozzle. I wonder if we could pop a bag with this thing. So, end up playing. So, cordless duster seems to be a powerhouse, and the specifications have like 336 miles per hour of air coming out of whatever nozzle. I would imagine no nozzle, just a straight raw coming out, and then you put a nozzle on it. You probably increase the speed. So it appears, as I'm playing with this thing, it looks like all you got to do is just push it on and then twist it off. Or you could twist and push and twist at the same time. Doesn't really matter. So, what do you use these things for? Well, something like this, you're going to use it for, well, if you're a man, you're going to dust the house with it. You know, go crazy with this thing. So, you know, practical applications, you know, your classic keyboard. We all know it gets full of food bits and hair and dust and lint and stuff like this. And fortunately, or I should say unfortunately for this establishment, dust has staying power. So it's thick, it's sticky, and you got to physically have a damp cloth and wash it off. So practical applications, do you use it to dust your keyboards off and stuff like that? So let's blast this one. I don't know if you've seen anything come flying out of it, but it's on the floor now. So, use it to clean your keyboards. And of course, I think I've seen some guys that do them custom PC builds. When they get them back for service, they use these things to blow them out. Blow the dust right out. Let's go outside and try a practical use for this thing. So I'll see you outside. Okay, now we're outside, and you have to excuse the excess of noise that's going on out here. There's a lot of beating and dragging of chains and trains and stuff like that. It's just, you have to deal with it. So we got our little Mellif cordless blower here. So I got it to basically use it for general air filter cleaning. So I got my my ash vacuum, and this is the internal HEPA filter. So as you can see, it's quite dirty, and these things plug up quite quickly because of the environment that they are cleaning. So normally I would beat this against the fence and tap it and all the other stuff. So I would normally take like a pair of tongs and just beat it clean and stuff like that. But it pays to do a little air blowing too. So let's clean this air filter. Wow, that's amazing. Of course, you always get a little stuff on you. Good stuff. So the other accessory that I've seen in the showed you in the box is the little extension wand there, so we can really get inside that filter real good. So we can plug it in and we can turn it on and then really get in deep. So that'll come in handy. You don't get the airflow like you do with a regular nozzle, but you at least get some. So we'll finish up this little task here by cleaning out the housing. So another nasty, needs to be cleaned. Makes quick work of that. So now we'll go back inside and do a wrap up. And now we're back from our real world demonstration. This thing is pretty awesome. I like it. It's got more power than you probably know what to do with, and at least you get the selectability of toning it down a little bit. So demonstrated how to use the deflator part. I don't see any clear way to attach it other than taking one of your biggest nozzles and just jamming it in there. And then, so I don't know if inflatables have this kind of a connector on the end of it. It's the same connector that's on the tool. So really don't know, but it's probably just one of them things you'll have to deal with. So get plenty of enough accessories, and of course the tool itself, since it has the same locking collet that you can, that's on the tool, you can use the various different nozzles to deflate different tools, or toys, I should say, and stuff like that. And Maybe that's what this nozzle's for. Maybe it's the actual inflator. Maybe that's what goes through the orifice to inflate your inflatables. I don't know. I don't have one, so I don't know how they inflate and deflate and stuff like that. So to go over the overview, you get the little extension piece here. Doesn't give you a huge amount of airflow, but at least it'll get you into tight places. We established the deflator section of this, and of course you can put your various different nozzles on and blah blah blah. And of course I did demonstrate the 3-speed capability of the tool here, and of course we got the tool nice and dirty, so you can see that the air filter it's doing its job, I guess you could call it, per se. And of course with something like this is a brushless tool, and you're dealing with something that's capable of drawing quite a bit of power. So when I shut the camera off for the real life demonstration, I did look at the battery monitor here, and it was right down to 1 bar. So this draws quite a bit of power, so you're going to have to have decent batteries, at least 6 amp hours or better. So I do have the 12 amp hour batteries, and of course depending on how you use it and how long you use it depends on the battery life, but it doesn't heat the batteries up at all. They're still at room temperature, so it's not abusing the batteries. So all in all, it's a good tool. I mean, it's a DeWalt colored brand, but it's a Mellif, so a clone or something like that. I would assume. I haven't seen an official DeWalt air blower, but I do know that the other companies do have the same type of tooling, because if you've seen one of these, you'll seen one from anybody who makes these things. So all in all, a good tool. I do like it, and it'll come in very handy, especially for that ash vacuum, because you've seen the amount of detritus that comes out of that thing. So that is very handy for me, because then I don't have to deal with the air compressor and the air hose and the nozzle and having to wait for the air compressor to build up pressure and then get the nozzle out and blow it out and then put all that stuff away. You get the old super blower here and just go to town, and then of course you can tone it down to do a little bit of dusting around the house and taking care of all the little dust bunnies, and probably maybe jam this down the dryer vent, and put some towels around there and blow out your vents and stuff like that. And countless of little projects you can use, blow out your car, get all that dust and grime out of your car and out of the seat crevices and the carpet and the consoles and the cup holders and the door pockets and all other good stuff. And it's, for $100 or so or something like that, not including the battery, it's a decent tool. So I've been on a search for more of these, DeWalt clone power tools and stuff like that. So I might have a few more on the way, and when they do arrive, I'll have a video on them, and then we'll go out and do some real life testing in it, and good stuff like that. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.